Well, it's available in stores now. The Love Triangle, What Every Couple Needs for a Successful Marriage, has just been released. I'm very excited today to talk about the inspiration for writing this book about marriage. You know, right now there's a lot of talk, and especially the first presidential debate is going to be airing tonight on television. There's so much concern about who is the man to rebuild America. And I propose every husband is the man to rebuild America. I've written this book for the purpose of showing that rebuilding our nation is not based on who is the strongest leader and the most qualified. It's based on each individual home. Because I think that as each home, each building block of the nation is strong in accordance to God's word and living out his ways, that the nation as a whole will be strong. It's time just to get back to the basics. We got to go back to the core. And so the nucleus of every home is the marriage. And you know, people say marriage is hard work. And you know, when we're fighting against our own selfish desires, when we're being tempted by the enemy to allow strife to operate in our lives, that is hard work. But when we follow the design of God, when we follow his word, and he's very specific about marriage, we're going to find out through this study what it means for wives to submit to their husbands as unto the Lord, and for husbands to love their wives just as Christ loved the church. So it's going to be an exciting adventure. And more than 20 years ago, I've been married almost 22 years, and my grandfather sat me down about, I don't know, 3 weeks, a month before the wedding, and he said, "Renee, do you want this marriage with John to last?" And I remember saying, "Yeah, Grandpa." And in my heart, I was just asking, "What do you have for me?" And he said, "Renee, you're going to need to keep Jesus Christ centered in your life. And then he's going to put everything else in its proper place." That was the most simple advice I'd ever received. And it was needed advice because I really didn't have a model for marriage before me other than my grandparents. And I'm so thankful to God that they took the time to speak into my life, to model for me what he was preaching to me. And I just want to leave you with this question to think about. Who has modeled for you and for your spouse what it takes to have a lasting marriage? Who has shown you, who has taken the time to instruct you about the basics for marriage? Listen, grab a copy of the book. It's going to be a blessing to you. My testimony is in it, as well as testimonies from other couples who have weathered some difficult storms. You're going to be blessed. Thanks so much.